Ms. Bishop here. Welcome to our distance scale model. We are going to be using what we call adding machine tape. You actually can put this in old school calculators to make a distance scale model of the universe to kind of give you guys an idea how spread out our planets can be and how massive some of them are. So first things first, you're going to want to make sure you have 1 meter of adding machine tape right here. So if you have not already done so, go ahead and pause this video and go grab some from wherever your teacher has them. Next, when you cut them off, you're going to notice it kind of starts to curl a little bit like that. That's okay. Use the side of your desk to straighten the pages out so it's a little bit easier to work with. Go the opposite direction of the curl. And it's not going to be 100% straight, but it'll definitely be easier to use going forward. All right. Whenever you're done with that, you are going to be ready to go through your instructions. Now, I'm going to tell you now, this video is not going to give you all the answers. Part of this is going through the instructions and reading this on your own. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a starting point, but the rest of this you're going to fill on your own, and you will need this paper. Don't forget to also put this paper back whenever you're done with this, because we only have class sets. So the first one says place a large dot at one end of the adding machine tape and a small dot at the other. So I'm going to have my large dot, and you're using pencil, of course. I'm going to use pen just so you guys can see easier. When I say a large dot, about the size of maybe a quarter or so. Large dot here. Go all the way to the other side, a very small dot, just like that. All right, can't even see it because it's so small. All right, this is going to say label the large dot the sun and the small dot the Kuiper belt. If the dots are too small to label, write the labels on the crease next to the dot. So just above, you can label sun and Kuiper belt. I'm not going to label these for you because, again, this is following instructions and using your information on this page to help you. Number 2, fold the adding machine tape in half. Crease it and unfold it. So I'm folding it in half. Again, it'll help us straight. So I've got my 2 corners on this side. Bend it to where it makes a nice, good crease. Unfold it, lay it flat. Place a large dot and label it with the correct planet. And when I say large, not as large as this first dot here, but maybe about the size of a finger. Make sure you label it with that planet. All right, fold the adding machine tape back in half, and then in half again. So got that? Make a nice crease. All right, make sure that wherever you labeled the sun, I had mine on the left, you want to make sure you continuously have it on the left-hand side. All right, it says place a large dot at the first new crease and label it Saturn. Place another large dot at the other crease and label it with the correct planet. So another about finger length and another about finger tip. All right, you know that Saturn has a ring, so once you've labeled Saturn, you can draw a ring if you'd like to. The next step is step 4. Fold the adding machine tape into quarters, as in step 3. Okay, so this is quarters because there's 4 of them. And then fold it half one more time. Make a nice crease. So this is about the length of maybe your hand at this point. All right, unfold. Remember, I'm keeping my sun on the left-hand side here. Okay, place a large dot at the crease between the sun and Saturn. So that last dot we did here, that circular one, that's the one you could have drawn a ring on it. Put a ring on it. Yeah. All right, and a large dot here. We're about the size of your finger large. Place a large dot at the crease between the sun and Saturn, which we did, and you're going to label it with the correct planet. And a new crease between Neptune and the Kuiper belt will remain unlabeled. So again, with the sun on the left-hand side, do not label this crease over here. Number 5, fold the sun up to the crease where Jupiter is and make a new crease between them. Place a small dot on the new crease and label it the asteroid belt. Okay, so we've got our sun on this side, okay, and we're going to fold it to where it has Jupiter. So remember, mine's not labeled, but yours should be because I'm not giving you all the answer. Okay, and I'm going to unfold it, and it says to label that the asteroid belt. So the way I draw asteroids, and you want to keep these small, okay, because this is relative to the sun and the other larger outer planets. So I'm making these little tiny dots here, and you're going to label it correctly, of course. Remember, small little dots just around the crease. All right, at this point, folding becomes very difficult, so get precise distances. You're going to fold the sun to the asteroid belt and crease it. All right, when I say fold the sun, okay, here's the very end of the sun on the very left-hand side. All right, so you're going to kind of take that with your finger, and you're going to want to touch that with the asteroid belt. So a little bit of your paper is going to go over right there. So here's where my sun would be, and here's where that crease of the asteroid belt was, right there, okay? And then make a crease and come back, just like that. All right, place two small dots close to but not touching the crease, so very, very small. All right, on one side. Small dot, like the tip of a pencil. Another small dot on either side. Label those two planets correctly. Next part is hold the adding machine tape vertically. Fold the sun dot forward over the Earth dot until the two closest edges of each dot meet. Okay, so I've got these two dots, and I'm coming over and folding. There we go. All right. Fold the sun dot forward over the Earth dot until the two closest edges of each dot meet. They will create a new crease. Place two dots between the sun and the Earth on each side of the new crease. Label the adhesive dot close to the sun with the correct planets. So here's a little bit of an idea of what that's looking like. So I have a new crease that's close to the end of the sun, so that's right here on the right-hand side, and it's touching this dot, so there should be a crease right here. You're going to do the same thing. Draw two dots on either side of that crease right there, and follow through on step 7 to label the correct planets. All right, the rest of these, 8 and 9, you should be able to do on your own and make sure everything's labeled, then get with your teacher on how they want you to check it. Have a great day.